Protests continued in Pakistan over an anti-Islamic movie. The film is said to depict the Prophet Muhammad as a womanizer. This report from Julie Noche of Reuters.
At least 2 people died Sunday during protests in Pakistan over an anti-Islam film. Demonstrators marched to the U.S. consulate in Karachi but were held back by police. Officials say at least 5 others, including 2 police officers, were injured. The movie is said to portray the Prophet Muhammad as a womanizer and a fool. Sunday's protests were relatively small compared to previous bouts of unrest in the days before. The United States has stepped up security at embassies and consulates worldwide in response to the outrage over the film. Pakistan has condemned the film, but has urged restraint.
And hundreds of Afghan protesters took to the streets of Kabul on Monday to voice their anger at a film they say insults the Prophet Muhammad. Protesters set police trucks, containers and car tires on fire and threw stones at riot police. Police officials said demonstrators tried to make their way towards the U.S. embassy in the Afghan capital, but the protesters were blocked by security personnel. The 13-minute English-language movie was filmed in California and circulated on the internet under several titles, including Innocence of Muslims. For many Muslims, any depiction of the Prophet is blasphemous. And anti-Japanese protesters attacked the Chinese-owned hotel that hosts the Japanese consulate in the capital of China's southern Guangdong province on Sunday. Hong Kong broadcaster ATV reported that over 10,000 demonstrators surrounded the hotel in Guangzhou. The ruling Chinese Communist Party rarely allows street protests, but the party has opened the door to displays of public anger. This after Japan's decision last week to buy disputed East China Sea islands from a private Japanese owner. Tokyo calls the islands Senkaku and Beijing calls them Diaoyu. And Colombian anti-narcotics police have seized more than 1.8 tons of cocaine from drug traffickers transporting it in a jeep in the northern area of La Guajira. Authorities said the drugs have a street value of $3 million in Colombia and belong to the Los Rastrojos criminal group. In the past 3 days, Colombian police have seized more than 5 tons of cocaine across the country. Colombia is one of the world's largest suppliers of cocaine. The illegal drug is trafficked by organized criminal groups across the hemisphere and into Western Europe.